Hey guys, so today we're talking steaks. Just like I've mentioned in the past, this is actually my Toke's long handle spoon bag, which it comes in. But I now use it for my steaks. It's actually the perfect length. But these are generally the steaks that I take out with me when I go camping. I use a Hammock. I use a Blackbird XLC. I recently bought a Ridge Runner. That'll be interesting once it arrives. But yeah, some of you may recognize these steaks. These are carbon fiber steaks. They have been cut out of a sheet of carbon fiber and they come without this string. I basically created a splice loop here just for pulling out, so it's quite easy, and also I made it yellow so it's high vis on the ground, high visibility. But yeah, why do I use these steaks? Well, basically, first off, they are really small. I like everything to fit into one small bag, and as you notice, my guy outlines are not attached to my steaks. So the way I run things is the guy outlines are basically, this thing seems to be flying around, let's put it on the other side. My guy outlines stay on my top, and as I roll up the top, I basically toss the lines in and roll it up, and this stops me, well, it lets me avoid having to bunch up my lines and make them in a little ball lump, which I guess to me it's a extra space in the steak bag. If you just toss it into your top as you are rolling up each side, that will keep them from tangling, and also as soon as you pull out the top, your lines just drop into place and you can utilize them. So they are on tensioners on the top, and the ends have a buried loop, which in this case, in this sort of situation, the buried loop just hooks over the side and I just press it into the ground. These steaks have a square cross section, if you can see. I've used this a number of times. I'm surprised they're not more scratched up. Maybe about 5 or 6 times now. Anyway, yeah, I'm surprised they're not that scratched up. I have washed them once, I think, before I stored it. And yeah, the tip seems to be holding up quite well. I don't hammer them into the ground. I basically probe to find a spot which is resistance free, just maybe scratch past some stones and whatnot. But so far the places I've been camping, I guess, have been a bit soft, not super rocky, but in places where it's extremely rocky, you can always use it like an anchor, a weight anchor. Put your loop around the center here. You can make a lark's head with a loop, as mine would be. Put it down on the ground and rest rocks on it, and that is actually quite sturdy. So these are very lightweight, and I found them to be very durable. And I started off by saying some of y'all may recognize this, because these are the steaks that Dutch is now selling on his website. I did not buy them from Dutch. I bought them years ago and really started getting down to using them. Well, when would I say? Maybe in 2018, 2019. So I have some other steaks, but I started using this just to test them out, and they've been serving pretty well. Since Corona hit, I have not had any serious use on them. So just some specs on them. Let's see. They are really light. Let's go to the gram as usual first. Even with the string, let's put them with the string. It's like 7.6 grams or 0.27 ounces. So they are extremely light, extremely sturdy, and I think I bought them for like $2.50 a piece, so that's like 10 ringgit a piece. Not too bad, actually. Yeah, so I noticed then after Dutch started selling them, the seller that I bought it from, I bought it on AliExpress, so it was like $2.50 shipped, if I'm not mistaken, a piece. So once Dutch started selling them on his website, I could no longer find the seller on AliExpress. This is just inference here. I'm not saying anything else other than my observation. I suspect Dutch is buying from the same manufacturer that I used to buy from, because the pictures on Dutch's website are exactly the same as the pictures that I saw on AliExpress. down to the picture of, well, if you go to Dutch website, you'll see there's a picture of a tarp, a blue tarp if I'm not mistaken, with this steak holding down the corner of the tarp. It's exactly the same. So anyway, me being Malaysia, buying from Dutch, when I wanted to top up a few more pieces, especially for my friends, when they saw it, they wanted it. I tried to find it on AliExpress, and this is when I found out that the seller is no longer selling. But I contacted the guy, and he was nice enough to put up a special listing for me, I guess for old time's sake, and I bought what I needed to buy from him, and it's no longer on the web, on AliExpress anymore, anyway. So yeah, 250, like 7 grams per piece. And you did see this just now as well. So these are my backup steaks. They are very low profile. They're titanium nail type steaks. And I have this little tensioner on the end. We'll see how this works in a while. So together with the aluminum tensioner, it's 0.4 versus 0.26. So it's like 0.1 of an ounce more. So 0.4 going to grams, 11.6 grams including this. I'm sure this adds some weight to it. But anyway, yeah, 11, 12 grams a piece. I just keep them in case I want to do the tie outs on my top. I have a Superfly that has tie outs. And these are my backups, just in case these carbons ever decide to break. They haven't done so yet, but yeah. So why do I do this here? So one reason why people leave their lines tied to their steaks is because, well, because they're like this. So what I've done is I've lux-headed this onto one end, and what I do is I have, like I mentioned, a buried loop on my guy lines on the other end. So all I do is I just like toss it through here over the edge, and that's it. And that's how I tie off my continuous looped guy lines to these steaks if I have to. And taking them off as simple as just popping it over the top and just pulling it out. So I think it's quite a simple solution. I don't recall seeing anyone else doing this online, but I may be wrong. I mean, nothing is ever new. It's all iterations, right? That's how we get to where we are. So this is how I attach my guy lines to my steaks if they do not have significant hooks like this, which can bite and hold the guy lines in place. So this is what I do. These aluminum tensioners, get the one with the curve. It lets the loop sit down lower in the middle. Yeah, these are really inexpensive. You can normally buy like 10 for like $2 or something like that. Yeah, just a few cents a piece. They weigh next to nothing, and they provide a very compact, positive connection. So yeah, these are the steaks I use. Once we get vaccinated and we can get out there again and all that, campsites in my area are quite busy at this time of year. So yeah, I know it's getting out into the woods, but sometimes it is still high population in a sense. So so you can see this has properly scratched down on a stone or something like that. Really nice straight line here. I don't know whether you can see it, but anyway, yeah, these are the sticks I take with me. All in all, they just go into the bag like this. Let's get them down there. Put them in backwards. Most of the bulk can go to the bottom, so you don't have to wrestle with it at the top. Let's do that. And then the nail sticks can go right way up. And then you just pull it off. It's really compact. I mean, it's nothing much to be like that, right? So let's see how much it weighs. All my sticks. 6 sticks in total. Come on, guys. Right. 56.5 grams, thereabout. Or less than 2 ounces for a full pack of steaks, excluding guy lines, of course. Yep, so that's my steak setup, guys, for my War Bonnet XLC with Superfly top, and do let me know what you guys think. I just thought I'd share my experience with my steaks. Steaks is a very personal thing. A lot of people like the MSR groundhogs and what's the other one? The carbon core, I think. Yeah, the carbon cores. Those are really good and really popular as well. It's just that pricing is a bit of a difference there. So all of these steaks together, I'm guessing would be what, $250, $10, $10, and the titanium steaks are a little bit probably more expensive. Maybe all in less than $20, my guess. I can't remember exactly how much I bought them for. They've been purchased a long time ago. But yeah, and of course the bag is free from Toke's long handle spoon. Thank you very much, Tokes. You make really good stuff. So yeah, guys, let me know what you think about this steak setup. If you have any suggestions, any observations. What do you use for your steaks? What are your preferences? How many steaks do you use? Any backups? Let me know in the comments below. And so guys, until the next video, thank you for watching and cheers.